We've grown accustomed to graphics cards that scream for attention with flashy lights and massive, multi-slot designs. But what if the most exciting new GPU isn't trying to shout, but rather delivers its message with a quiet, confident power? At COMPUTEX, MSI unveiled something truly compelling: the GeForce RTX 5080 Expert. This isn't your typical flashy high-end GPU. From the moment you lay eyes on it, you realize MSI has taken a different path, blending the minimalist elegance of an NVIDIA Founders Edition with their own meticulous engineering. It speaks to a user who values performance and clean aesthetics above all else. When you hold the RTX 5080 Expert, you immediately feel its premium build. It comes wrapped in a brushed aluminum shroud with a sleek, dark industrial gray finish. This card doesn't just look good, it feels incredibly solid, reinforced by a robust backplate that keeps it rigid and helps prevent sag over time. MSI even thoughtfully includes a GPU support brace right in the box, which is a detail we really appreciate. But the true genius of this design lies in its cooling. Instead of the typical 3-fan setup we often see, MSI opts for a unique 2-fan configuration. They strategically place these fans at opposite corners of the card, much like the innovative design you see on the Founders Edition. This setup pulls air in from one side and efficiently pushes it out the other, channeling it through a sophisticated vapor chamber and square section heat pipes for incredibly even heat distribution. It is a masterclass in functional design, prioritizing airflow and efficiency over flashy RGB. For connectivity, you get 3 DisplayPort 2.1b ports and 1 HDMI 2.1b, offering plenty of options for your high-resolution monitors. The 16-pin power connector sits neatly in place, making cable management a breeze for that clean build aesthetic. This card makes a clear statement. It is about professional performance, not a light show. Now let's talk about what really matters: performance. We put the RTX 5080 Expert through its paces. In rasterization, the card consistently outperforms both the RTX 4080 and even the RTX 4080 Super. The margin isn't huge at times, but it is a clear step up. At 1080p, like many high-end GPUs, the card often becomes CPU-bound, meaning your processor holds it back. Honestly, if you are buying an RTX 5080, you are probably not gaming at 1080p anyway. Things get really interesting at 1440p. Here, the RTX 5080 surprisingly pulls very close to the RTX 4090 in some titles. Of course, the 4090 still maintains a clear lead in extremely demanding games like Alan Wake 2 and Cyberpunk 2077, but the gap is closing. Against its direct predecessors, the 4080 and 4080 Super, the 5080 consistently pulls ahead. But the RTX 5080 Expert truly stretches its legs at 4K. This is where it really shines, delivering a much more significant lead over the 4080 and 4080 Super. If you are serious about 4K gaming, this card becomes a compelling choice, even though the RTX 5090 remains in a league of its own. Ray tracing performance tells a similar story. At 1080p, you again see CPU limitations. The RTX 5080 still outperforms the 4080 series and gets remarkably close to the 4090, but at this resolution, the differences are minimal. At 1440p, the gap between the 5080 and the 4090 shrinks even further in many games, with only a few exceptions like Hogwarts Legacy and Alan Wake 2, where the 4090 maintains its strong advantage. And finally, at 4K, the RTX 5080 Expert delivers incredibly solid ray tracing performance, handling demanding titles without breaking a sweat, even if it doesn't quite surpass the 4090. Thermals and power are equally impressive. In our stress tests, the GPU temperature peaked at a mere 71.5 degrees Celsius, with the memory junction staying at 72 degrees. During actual gaming, the GPU typically maxed out at 70 degrees. These are excellent numbers, really showcasing how well the FlowFrozr 2 cooling system performs. The vapor chamber and unique airflow path clearly contribute to these strong thermal results, all while keeping fan noise remarkably reasonable, even under heavy load. This makes the card an ideal fit for quiet, performance-oriented builds. Power draw during gaming hovers around a manageable 400 watts. We saw triple-digit frame rates in games like Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K with ray tracing and DLSS 4 enabled, all without any noticeable hiccups. The MSI RTX 5080 Expert feels like a card meticulously designed for users who demand top-tier performance, but dislike unnecessary bulk or flashy gimmicks. Its cooling solution is exceptionally efficient, temperatures remain low under load, and that compact 2-slot design makes it much easier to integrate into a wider range of PC builds. If you are looking for a GPU that truly delivers excellent 4K gaming performance, takes full advantage of DLSS 4 and advanced ray tracing, and still runs cool and quiet, the RTX 5080 Expert is a very strong option to consider. MSI is clearly focused on combining practical design, solid build quality, and high-end performance into one very compelling package. It is a quiet powerhouse. What do you think of MSI's more understated approach to high-end GPUs? Let us know your thoughts in the comments or on social media. And make sure you subscribe to stay updated on all the latest tech breakthroughs.